England just got their asses kicked out of the World Cup. 2 to Argentina, 1 to England. And England done it to themselves. I don't have to say it. You saw it, so you know it. You saw what I saw. You witnessed it. I got an image that we're gonna look at. We're gonna explore. We're gonna look at the image, at that an image of the second goal that kind of explains, or kind of encapsulated what happened, or the mindset that England developed after that, after they scored their first goal, innit? But before we do that, of course, like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff there. But before that, let me just give them some flowers. Let me give them some flowers. The boys played hard. The boys played well. Um, they turned up this tournament, and I would say in this game particularly, Jed Spence had a good game. Mm, Anderson had a good game, and Jordan Pickford had a good game. Um, I see that sorry, the stats are showing that Declan Rice and Reece James both achieved above a 7. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. They didn't really get make me get up out my seat quite a bit. Not like the other 3 players did. Spence handled that wing, was very looking real dangerous, and kind of uh, pocketed Simeone quite a bit, and then Anderson kind of, he done a good job on Messi. He really did. He clamped at that midfield. If one thing I know for a fact is that the Argentina players and the fans noticed him. Pickford done his thing. That being said, what's the fucking difference between Thomas Tuchel and Southgate? I'm genuinely asking. Like, what is the difference? Like, what? I need to breathe. I need to breathe. Look, man, we came at the gates playing football. We were playing football decently. It was a tactical, tactical and aggressive kind of showdown between the two teams. Had their horns locked, locked, and then we got that goal. And then when we got that goal, it felt like the entirety of that second half, right, up until Argentina got their second goal, was played in England's half. And I was looking at it thinking, it doesn't need to be like this. Why the fuck would we give up so much territory on the playing field just because we want to defend one goal? That never makes sense to me. Never makes sense to me. If I ever see that, yeah, the first thing that comes to mind, anyways, the first thing that comes to mind, what that reminds me of, what it's akin to, is cockery. If you're a manager, yeah, who allows the other team to have the ball, right, in your half, right, taking shots on your goal, you lead me to believe that you'll let man fuck your wife while you just sit down and watch in the chair, in the corner, in the shadows, dick in your hand. That's what I feel about. That's what I feel about the whole parking the bus after one goal. I understand. Look, if you got 2 goals, probably even 3 goals, you get me? Park the bus, man. Yeah, why not? Frustrate the opposition. Why not? But when you've got, what, we got our first goal in the 55th minute, right? When you've got another more than 30 minutes to play, what what are you doing? 35 minutes to play plus add on 40 minutes to play. Why, why are we doing this? I genuinely, brother, pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me off. I feel like I done my maths wrong just a while ago. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing the maths again, innit? Anyways, but yeah, bro, my man took off. This is what got me mad. So think about the signal that you're sending to the players when you take Gordon off and you put Konsa on. They're gonna think, "Raw, what are we defenders? We just took off the goal scorer and we put a defender on. Are we defending? Are we sitting back? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Right? And then, and yeah, take Gordon off. cool. I'm not mad at that. But at least fling on a Rashford. At least fling on a Saka. Fling on someone that's dangerous. Someone that is scary. Scare the life out of them. Scare the shit out of them. You don't just park the bus and expect man not to hop on the bus and take a journey to where he's trying to get to. And where he's trying to get to is the back of your neck. Brother. Initially, I didn't care. I didn't care about Manchester United. Manchester United. I didn't care about England in the World Cup thingamajiggy until they got to a certain point where I was like, yeah, I want to see it come home. I don't know if I've said that already. I've tried to make this video a few times, innit? But yeah, when I was like, yeah, man, it would nice to see it come home in my lifetime. I would like to see that. Why not? So I started getting hope. Who the fuck told me to do that? Who the fuck told me to put my hope in Thomas Southgate Tuchel? Why would I do that? Throughout the whole competition, I was vexed because he ain't played Kobe Manu. I'm glad that Kobe Manu wasn't a part of this loser squad. Whew. I'm glad. Anyways, let's. I want to show you something real quick. All right, let's look at this. All right, this is the image of the playing field. All right, before that second goal is scored. Now, let me talk you through what has happened. What has just happened? Of course, they've already scored a goal. Yeah, I can't remember who scored a goal, but a goal's been scored. All right. The ball before this moment here has been played or cleared out to the Argentina half. Okay, Harry Kane is the lone player to venture into the other half to make a press. He's ventured out with his arms out, and he's done this like 3 or 4 times in this second half after this goal has been scored. Right after the England goal has been scored, arms out, looking back, signaling his squad mates, step forward. Mind you, all of this has happened, right, after the substitution was made, when Konsa came onto the pitch, when Nico O'Reilly came on the pitch, onto the pitch, when Dan Burns has, brother, man can't even talk. When Burns has come onto the pitch, all right, you've taken off attacking threats, you've taken off your fielders to put on defenders. Granted, O'Reilly does have some attacking attributes, a lot of attacking attributes, but the signal you're putting out is to defend. You've made that 5 at the back situation, right? And then a 4, and then a 1. Okay. Anyways, ball's been cleared into the Argentina half. Harry Kane, arms out, telling the Mandem come up. None of the Mandem come up. All right. Now, in these situations, if you're defending the goal, if you're trying to be defensive, it's my opinion, right, is to play with a higher press. Press higher up the pitch, but do not do a low block. Do a mid block at least. At least do a mid block, but do not allow the opposition to get so close to the box. Anyways, they didn't press. They didn't follow Harry Kane's instructions. All right. So I think it was Enzo Fernandez, right, picks up the ball and takes a shot from the midfield. All right. Bypasses every player. Jordan Pickford now has to make a save. All right. He's like, oh, it's coming up the goal. I don't want this. I ain't gonna chance it. It looked like he might hit the post, but he ain't chancing it. He touches the ball. He puts it over for a corner. All right. They play the corner short. Messi plays it into the midfielder. The midfielder plays it back to Messi. That's how we end up in the picture that we're in now. Yeah. What I want you to do for me, right, is count how many English players are in the box. I'll wait. If you are any good at maths and you did what I did and you would count that 10 men are in the box, every last one of them, each and every last one of them. Now count the Argentina players in the box. I ain't even gonna give you as much time because they ain't as much players. You know how many I counted? Six. Six man in the box. Two man doubling up on Messi. Understandable. Look at the edge of the box. Just look. Look at the D. Look. You can see it. Look. Brother. You got two men on the edge of the D, right? Pause. Because that sounds wild. You got two men, right? And no one has picked them up. Instead, we've got two or three men in the box just dilly dallying without a man to mark. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Thinking that they can be goalkeeper too. You would have thought that they had gloves. You would have thought that they had gloves. No, they ain't got no gloves. They're just standing there like some idiots, fam. Someone take responsibility. What is Bellingham doing? Do you get it? What is who else was in midfield at this time? I don't even know. But this guy made so many changes. I don't know who's in the midfield. I know that what's his name? Anderson has gone to double up on fucking Messi with Spence, all right? But where are our midfielders? Where's our striker? Get me? Okay, is that Harry Kane at near the edge of the box over there? I'm guessing that is. But who's who's gonna be a little further out to protect that space? Not only to protect that space, right, but to initiate a counter if need be. Nobody. So then what started happening? Just bare Hail Marys. Every time the ball will come into the box, all right, or come into the area, we just kick it out. No one's on the other end of it. They know no one's on the other end of it, but they're still kicking it out there. Why are we doing this? What kind of football is this? It doesn't make sense. How did you allow them to squeeze us in the way that they squeezed us? Anyways, this ball is played to Fernandez. Fernandez takes the shot. About four men go to close him down, but it's too late. He scores the goal. Boom. And then guess what happens after that? Guess what happens after that? After Argentina has gone 2 up. Tuchel decides now is the time for me to put on Rashford and Ivan Toney. Okay. 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 You took off attackers, all right? Took off Gordon, took off Rice, albeit he isn't an attacker, all right? He's not an attacker, right? But he's a threat. I mean, you take off the threats, you put on defenders. They go 2 goals up. You take off defenders, took off Stones. I think you took off was it James? I don't remember. I think James was injured. I don't remember who you took off, but you took off 2 defenders. You put on 2 attackers. What the fuck are we doing here? Are you in your period? That man is on the packet. He's on crack cocaine. He's on crack cocaine. I'm gonna say it one more time for those in the back that didn't hear me. He's on crack cocaine. If you look at him, he looks like a crackhead. He looks like he's on fentanyl. Get him out of that position. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. End of the day, bro. Like, it was very disappointing to see. It was disappointing to see that that's how we went out, and I'm disappointed to know that that's who kicked England out of the World Cup. You know what I mean? Knowing, what I know about Argentina as a black man. I ain't accusing anyone of anything. I'm just saying what I know about Argentina as a black man. It hurts me to know that this is the team that removed us from the World Cup, and that we got removed out of the World Cup due to cockery. Due to cockery. Anyways, man, I don't know how long this video's been, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm disappointed. Tell me what you saw. Tell me what you felt like should have been done. Get me? I feel like. Anyways, yeah, man, and I'll catch you in the next one, man. Fuck it, man.